and it helps for cell regeneration too. You know, how can body balance help you? These are some of the things that we've seen. Okay, this is like the litany of stuff that we've seen. Again, it's not a cure. Increase in energy. I've noticed that. Steven, yeah, definitely noticed an increase in energy. Who wants more energy? Yeah, right. Improve sleep. A lot of people have told me they've had improved sleep. Okay, Debbie again was one of them. Debbie's got a story about everything here with body balance. But it's really incredible how many people sleep better with this. Okay, why? If you don't have the nutrients, our systems just start to break down. Feeling of health and vitality, weight loss. One of our patients who was supposed to be here tonight couldn't make it. She said in a couple months of being on body balance, she's lost 10 pounds. And I looked at her and I said, 10 pounds? I mean, I've heard people losing weight, but that's like fast. And she says, you know why? And I says, why? She goes, I don't crave things anymore. It completely cut out my cravings. And I looked at her and I said, well, why do you think you crave stuff? Nutritional deficiencies. You know, why do women around their cycles crave more sugars and things like chocolate? Is because their body is getting ready to lose all those fluids and it's craving things. Okay. Increased mental acuity. We've had many people tell us that. PMS. Oh my goodness. Sorry, ladies, but I've had a lot of men and even the women come in and say, my gosh, since I've had I've been taking this, my PMS is gone or way better. It reduces unpleasant menopausal symptoms. It helps with ADHD. I've seen that. I've had several patients that are on this. Their children are doing way better since they've been on this. Okay, when you know the children that have ADHD have typically an absorption problem, and they have very poor diets, many of them, and it's hard to get things into them. Okay, this is a simple, easy way of getting that into them. Helps regulate the bowel movements and better skin. A lot of people are telling me that their skin has been improved. We have one woman, what did she say? It was in here. This is one, Jen, she says, I am completely off my allergy medication and inhaler since using Body Balance. The painful sore in my legs, the psoriasis is gone. Okay. One woman said it's miraculously taken my foot fungus away. They didn't want to put their name on that one. She even showed me her nail, and you could just see the nail growing out, and you could see the good nail, and then you could see the fungus nail on the end. It was really, really interesting to see that. Allergy, I told you about Griffin, my son. Blood sugar levels, cholesterol levels better, arthritic conditions, thyroid conditions, fibromyalgia definitely helps. We've seen help with that. Any nutrition helps fibromyalgic people. Do you need anything else? Okay, you know, this is a very good multivitamin, multi-mineral, broad spectrum. Is going to give you, I mean, you could not go wrong with this. There are probably other things that some people need. If I've shown you, or your x-rays, or told you have degenerative arthritis, you have disc disease, you've got joint changes, these are really good. The osteo-pro care. Many women know they need to take calcium. They take medications sometimes from the doctors, okay? And don't stop taking medications unless you talk with your doctor. But those medications don't necessarily promote bone growth. Many of them just stop the bones from degrading, okay? Well, we want to promote bone growth. Right? This osteo-pro care is very, very good. This is a liquid calcium, glucosamine, and chondroitin. It's good for the bones and it's good for the joints. Right? There's also a product called Flexio-plus. You taking that, right?
Yeah.
Flexio-plus is like what I call liquid gold. All right? This stuff works, and it works fast. I see people that have degenerative changes, they've got aches, they've got pains, get relief from that very quickly with this. Why? The glucosamine in here is 500 milligrams of it, very, very absorbable because it's a liquid, probably about 98% absorbability, will help long-term joint health. The MSM in it is a natural form of sulfur and is a very good natural anti-inflammatory. Okay, it helps inflammation in the body. So I gave Griffin some of this to help with his allergies and the inflammation that's with that. All right, but from acute people, Stephen says, Doc, my back is killing me today. I have him do it 3 times a day. Okay, just from a maintenance standpoint, once a day. All right, these things work really good. It prevents against aging, the osteoporosis. I mean, you know, it's very important to have calcium. Don't take Tums for your calcium. That's ridiculous. Okay, the calcium needs to be absorbed in an acidic gut, not in an alkaline gut.
And it destroys any chance of you absorbing anything from your food too, because it reduces your acidity in the gut.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It sells more Tums. But it's just not, and not even milk is not a good thing to do either. It helps with arthritic and achy joints. Like I said, we've seen blood pressure changes in people, allergies. The osteo-pro care, it's a very absorbable form of calcium. It's calcium orotate. Real important you understand that, not calcium carbonate, which is not really absorbable. So the calcium carbonate is a lot cheaper. Okay, that's why you see it in a lot of products. But the calcium orotate is a much better absorbable form. There's glucosamine and also chondroitin in there, as I told you, which are good for your joints. Vitamin D3, there is talk the company's going to increase that from 200 up to 800. I hope they do that. And it's all liquid, very absorbable. That's what's great about it. And there's a lot of magnesium in it too, so for some people it does have a little bit of a laxative effect. Mm-hmm. But for a lot of the elderly people, that's a good thing. Okay. The Flexio-plus has the glucosamine, has vitamin C, vitamin K. If you're on blood thinners, you may not want to necessarily do the Flexio-plus a lot because of the vitamin K. You're going to consult with your doctor on that. I have to always say that, but you consult with them and they say, "What is it? I don't know anything about it. Don't take it." I mean, that's really what ends up happening half the time. Typically what I'll say is, ask your doctor, is there any reason why you should not take it? That's usually a better question. So some testimonials. I got to tell you about Deb. Okay, I keep referring to Debbie. Debbie has been one of the best employees that I've had. Deb is Miss Reliable. Okay, and a couple of years ago, Debbie started to develop some health issues. She would never miss work. She was always here, but all of a sudden she was developing a lot of health issues. What were they? Couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, nauseous over everything, not sleeping, tired, hair's falling out. And I've tried some stuff with her naturally. We tried different things. We didn't really get any changes with her. And finally I said, you know what? You need to send it to your MD. Something's probably more wrong, or at least we want to check to make sure that there isn't. Went to the MD, they really couldn't figure things out. They sent her to Stanford. What a ride that was. Up and down, no answers, no calls, blah, 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 blah. Finally they said, well, you have irritable bowel syndrome. She goes, well, pretty much knew that already. What do I do about it? That's the thing. So I said, Deb, let's try this. Okay, I just learned about this, let's try this. Her answer was no. Everything makes me sick and nauseous. I don't want to do it. And I said, just try it. So we tell you to take 4 ounces a day. She could only start out with 1 ounce a day because it made her so nauseous. So we'll let her tell you a little bit about it.
So I kept doing that, and then I increased it, and about 6 weeks, 2 months, I started getting my energy back because I started sleeping again, and a couple months into it, I got the appetite back. So and then I could work out, I could eat again, I could function again, pretty normal. So definitely it's changed my life and made a difference.
Yeah, it's helped her tremendously. Thank you.